Welcome to my 1927 Alvis 1250, complete with wind-up windows on the body. Unfortunately, the passenger window doesn't do a lot, and the window should be going up and down, but the chains come off, so we need to take the door panel off to put the chain back on to make the window go up and down. This is how we're going to do it. First of all, we take the door check strap off with the screwdrivers. With the door check strap off, the rest of the lower door trim screws can be taken off and stored carefully. With the bottom free, we then need to take this last screw out at the top, which holds it in place as part of the top wooden covering. With the screws out, that releases the top board and allows the lower casing to be manoeuvred out. Here's our chain, which has come off the sprocket wheel, which is just behind here. The chain on this is really funny because it's like nothing I've seen before, but it has a solid link here and then an open link and then a solid link and then an open link. The chain wheel, as a result, has a sprocket that appears to be missing one tooth every other time. So there is a lower sprocket here and an upper sprocket on the back of this wheel, and the chain goes up around the top sprocket, down the other side and round the bottom sprocket. We need to put this back on. Because the top sprocket is hard to access, we're going to take this top screw out and remove this whole piece of wood. Now we've got better access to this sprocket, we can feed the chain around the sprocket. With the chain round the top sprocket and the chain approximately in the right position, we just need to get it onto the bottom tensioner. With the chain round the bottom tensioner, you can see the chain is now in place and goes around the main handle, and if you wind the handle, keep going, the window now goes down. When it gets to the bottom, it hits the stop, which stops the window going too far. But if you wind the window up, you can wind it all the way until it's up, and when it gets to the top, you can keep winding and the window goes back down. So it does a full up and down before it stops, and then you have to wind it up again to get the window up properly. Clever. Reassembly is quite straightforward. You've got to put the door card back in, making sure that it fits in the lip here. Once in, you get the back screw in first, making sure it goes through the right hole so it doesn't make a new hole in your leather. Might need wiggling around as a result. Last of all, we've got to put the door check strap back on. With it all back together, the window winds up and down rather nicely.